can find me on Facebook and on Instagram, iris/Dahoa. And today I'm going to teach you something very, very, very special and delicious for Shavuot. It is made of Phyllo pastry and sweet cheese with raspberries. We're going to make them to look like little parcels, and they're going to be baked in a springform pan. To begin, we have to thaw our Phyllo pastry in the refrigerator overnight. And you're going to open the pack and then put a damp cloth, not wet, but damp cloth over the Phyllo pastry. Now I'm going to move it away so that I can show you how to make the sweet cheese filling. So for the sweet cheese filling, I need 2 8-ounce of cream cheese. I use the whipped cream cheese so that it will be easier for me to mix. Into the cheese bowl, I'm going to add a teaspoon of lemon zest. It adds a lot of flavor. And I'm going to add about half a cup of sour cream. Half a cup of sour cream. Into this, I'm going to add a cup of sugar. And if you want to put less sugar, that's fine. A cup of sugar. I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to put just a little bit of cinnamon, and if you don't like cinnamon, you can hold off on the cinnamon. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of vanilla instant pudding. I like to use the Israeli brand, Osem, and I have a big pack here, but you can get the small packets in any of the kosher supermarkets. And then I'm going to add 3 more tablespoons of cornstarch. The reason why I'm adding cornstarch and vanilla instant pudding is because I want to thicken my sweet cheese filling so that it doesn't ooze out of the Phyllo parcels that we are going to create. So I'm going to mix my filling really, really, really well with a spoon, really well until it's all combined. It takes about a minute or 2. You see how easy it is to mix when your cream cheese is whipped. But if you don't want to get whipped cream cheese, it's not a problem. You can get just a regular cream cheese, let it get to room temperature, and then it will be easy to work with. Here, my cream cheese filling is ready. I'm going to use another spoon to just take it out, and it looks like this. It looks like this. Now I'm going to go into my sweet cheese, into the Phyllo pastry. I'm going to remove the damp cloth, take 1 sheet of Phyllo pastry. Here it is, and mine broke a little. That's fine, not a problem. We're gonna just see it rough and it's gonna go in, so it's not a problem at all. I'm going to need a knife. Thank you, Lee. And I'm going to cut the Phyllo pastry into 4. into 4. So each parcel is going to be made of 4 sheets. I need melted butter, and if you prefer, you can use cooking spray. I'm going to gently brush butter over my Phyllo pastry on each of those Phyllo pastry sheets. Okay, and on top of each sheet, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of sugar, just a tiny little bit of sugar. Now I'm going to put them one on top of the other, one on top of the other, just like that. Okay, and I love it that it's got like a kind of a rough looking square over here. I'm going to take a spoonful, like a nice heaped tablespoon of the cream cheese filling, and I'm going to put raspberry. Can I get the raspberry from over there, please? Thank you. Raspberry. I'm going to put 1 raspberry in, and if you want to put more than 1 raspberry, that's great too. I obviously washed my raspberry. It's clean. I'm going to take a baking pan. I'm going to spray it with cooking spray all around. I have parchment paper that I'm going to put in, spray it again, and keep it here next to me. I am going to lift the Phyllo pastry just like that. And here is 1 parcel. The parcel is going to go in, and I'm going to create more parcels going all around, and I will see you when I'm done with all of the parcels. And we're going to make 1 more, cutting my Phyllo pastry into 4 and brush with some melted butter. Sprinkle with some sugar. And then stack them one on top of the other. Take a heaped tablespoon of the sweet cheese filling, put it in the center, and 1 or 2 or even 3 raspberries, as many as you like. And you're going to lift it from one side, meet the other, and here is another parcel. And the parcel goes into my round baking pan. I have about 2 more to make. And I'm going to show you a quicker way. I'm just going to cut 2 sheets of the Phyllo pastry, just like that. Here makes 4. I'm going to put aside, open these 2, and open these 2. Spread with butter. And sprinkle with sugar. Stack one on top of the other. And again, a heaped tablespoon of the sweet cheese filling. You see what I do? I'm using 2 tablespoons, one to scoop and the other one to just pull it down. And here I'm going to put just 2, meet the 2 ends, meet the other 2 ends, kind of squish it together. And my last one. This will go into the oven, 350 degrees oven, and it will bake for about 30 minutes until golden brown. You can start looking at it after 25 minutes, and in your oven it might be ready, because you know each of our ovens are different. I'm going to sprinkle again with some sugar and stack them one on top of the other and put a heaped tablespoon of my cream cheese filling. Raspberries, meet 2 ends, meet the other 2 ends, and kind of close it like a little parcel. And this is what it looks like. This is what your cake is going to look like. It's not going to expand because it's not yeast dough. It's just going to look like that when it's done with the baking. Take your butter and just kind of brush it on the top a little so that it gives it a shine. When it comes out of the oven, we're going to sprinkle it with lots and lots and lots and lots of confectioner's sugar. And your cheese parcels are ready to be baked. And that is going to be yummy. I can't wait. On my way to the oven. So my sweet cheese parcels with Phyllo pastry have just come out of the oven. And I'm going to show you how I will serve it. Look how beautiful. Wow. Nothing oozed out because we put the cornstarch and the vanilla instant pudding. I am going to transfer it onto my serving dish. And generously, I'm going to sprinkle powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar. I recommend that you serve it warm, and each person can just take 1 parcel. Listen to the crunch. Yum. This is what each parcel looks like, and it's filled with sweet cheese and raspberries. Enjoy. Happy Shavuot. And please visit Iris's cooking and baking classes for a lot of new recipes, delicious recipes, and Iris Tahawa on Instagram. Chag Sameach. So here is the sweet cheese parcels. Look how beautiful. It just came out of the oven. And listen to the crunch.